Hello everybody. So a couple of years ago, I made a video, just kind of on a whim like this one, where I was talking about the fact that the eShop on the 3DS was shutting down, and what I thought that meant for Colors 3D. And, I haven't been as active as I used to be on Colors 3D, so I don't know how long this has been there. But when you go into the gallery, just let it load the gallery and everything, and instead of saying what it would normally say on the top, it says to go to the Discord to see how to continue using it. And again, I don't know how long that's been there, but I went into the Discord for the first time in about, I think, a little over 3 years. And I looked around a little bit, and it turns out Pretendo, which is a whole thing with homebrew and whatnot, is going to host the new servers, it looks like. I saw a message from yesterday. And that's honestly kind of where I expected it to go. It was either that or Colors trying to host their own thing, but I figured they have too much on their plate in the first place. So this is honestly the best and most expected outcome, in my opinion. I don't remember exactly what I had said in that original video from a couple years ago. I haven't watched it in quite a while, so I don't remember exactly what I had said, but I do think that I probably said something pretty similar to what ended up. I'd have to go back and check. But for a while now, I've been kind of questioning and wondering what's going to happen to these servers when Nintendo eventually cuts them off. And here we are on April 8th, 2024. They're going to be cutting them off tonight. And we have our answer finally to this question that I've been asking for the last 5 years. And I'm glad that it took that long. I really am, because the 3DS and Colors are a very special thing to me and to a lot of other people. And, to be able to have it and use it for as long as we have, I'm grateful. And I'm glad that they did get it ported over to the Switch, and it's better than ever. I personally do not use the Switch version very often because it just doesn't feel the same. I don't like how it draws. There's a lot of things I don't care for with it, but, I got it. I got the patron bundle or whatever, Kickstarter bundle, whatever it was. And, I got my Sonar pen and everything, and I got that all, I think, around the end of 2020, which was when I had originally joined their Discord server. I love Colors. I adore this fucking software. This has been a part of my life for the past nearly 10 years. I've had my account since November of 2015, and I had the app before that because I hadn't realized you could go online with it for a little while. But, yeah. This is my profile on here. And I've been using it consistently for the last 9 years. And that is crazy. That's crazy. And I'm not the only one with that kind of story. There's a lot of people that have been here for just as long or longer than me. And they're still using it. And by God, I don't blame them. We all love it here. We love the community. We love the 3DS as a system, And it's definitely, like people have been saying, the end of an era. And yeah, I gotta agree with that. I've had, not this one specifically, but I've had a 3DS since Christmas of 2011. I was 7 years old. I'm 20 today. Not like in a birthday way, but today I am 20 years old, compared to when I was 7 picking up my 3DS for the first time. And I do still have that 3DS. it's not in the greatest shape, considering I was a child. But, there's a lot of things about the 3DS that are just really special. And this is one of those things, personally, that I find to be just, like, extra special, but because it's, like, such a feat. You know, most people, when I tell them that I draw on the 3DS, they're like, what? What do you mean you draw on the 3DS? That's possible? And I think that's the kind of thing that a lot of people probably thought before getting this. And, you know, it's crazy. And, you know, before I used this, I used Pokemon Art Academy, because I got that not too long after it came out, I believe. It was sometime in 2014. I'm not really sure when, but I did get it in 2014. And I used that for a while, and I posted my drawings to DeviantArt. And I remember how I got to Colors 3D. I was looking up, I think Squirrelflight and Brambleclaw art, you know, from Warrior Cats in Google Images. And one of the ones that I saw that I liked was on this website called Colors Live. And I went to it, and I found out it was for the 3DS. And not too long after that, I bought it, you know. I think I had my grandma buy me a gift card or something, because, you know, when you're that young, you don't have your own money. But, you know, since then, I have bought this software again. I have put it on this system, which, granted, I didn't buy this one, but I think after buying it twice and buying the patron bundle for the Switch version, I think they've got enough of my money. But, you know, just for the record, this is homebrewed. Just in case that needed to be said. But, yeah. Today really is the end. But in a way it's not, because the community behind the 3DS, there's so many of us that just love and adore this system to death. And this is going to live on through that. And that is a beautiful thing to me. And I'm really glad that we have such a creative, talented community. And we're all so devoted to this 13-year-old piece of hardware. Because, you know, it was part of our childhoods. It gave us memories. It gave us, you know, good times, got us through bad times. You know, there's been a lot. And I think that it's beautiful that we are able to come together and save something like this, so that we can continue making good memories and having good times. And yes, I'm getting emotional over a 3DS app, but I think it's beautiful. I really do. And I'm glad that we're at this point where we can all come together, say our goodbyes if we're not willing to hack our systems, and say hello to our new beginnings if we are. And, you know, like I said, I really think that's a beautiful thing. I really think that what our community has is a very special and beautiful thing that you really don't see everywhere. At least, you know, not in the massive droves that I've been personally seeing for the 3DS, you know, preservation. Because, you know, you have your games, your software, stuff that people are, you know, they try to back it up, they try to keep it going after it's gone. You know, I've seen that. But I really feel like that with the 3DS and its, you know, surrounding games and applications and all that, I really feel like this is a particularly close and tight-knit thing where we all just want to keep hold of this really special thing in our lives. I don't think I've ever seen it in such a strong, tight bond, you know what I mean? it's great. I'm glad to be a part of this community. I'm glad to have been here from the near beginning of the 3DS all the way to the end of it. You know, I not to try and brag or anything, but I have had so many systems in the 3DS family. It's not even funny. Should I have bought all of them? Probably not. But I love the 3DS so much that I will go out of my way again and again to just relive and re-enjoy the experience. And I have. I still have 4 different 3DS systems. I have this 2DS XL, new 2DS XL I should say, that I have my homebrew on. I have my original 3DS, Crimson Red, the little tiny one. I can barely hold it anymore. I've had that one since Christmas. I have my, I think it was Year of Luigi system. I have that one. And then I have a used blue original 3DS. I do not remember the actual name for it because, you know, I had the Crimson Red one. Of course I'm going to remember the name of that. But I do not remember the exact name for the blue one. But, you know, and those aren't even the only ones I've ever had. I've had the original 2DS's. I've had Disney Magical World 3DS XL. I've had a different new 2DS XL. I love this system. I love everything about it. And, you know, call me stuck in the past, but I've never been able to connect to my Switch the way that I've been able to connect to the 3DS. You would never see me buying another Switch unless I absolutely had to. And that's another reason I think the 3DS is just so special. Because, you know, when the Switch's time comes, I'm sure that there will be another community, you know, of people trying to preserve it, keep everything intact as best as they can, but I feel like with the 3DS, there's just so much more to preserve. I feel like with the Switch, I mean, the Switch didn't have Miiverse, the Switch doesn't have themes, the Switch doesn't even get eShop music. You know, it just feels a lot less of a personal experience and more of just an experience, if you know what I mean. I just feel like the 3DS really had something special. And today's the last day of that, for good. You know, and there will always be preservation efforts, and there will always be people, you know, using those efforts and getting on homebrew apps and, you know, connecting to Pretendo network, all that. But, you know, one day, our systems will fail, the batteries will go dead, your buttons won't press anymore, your volume slider won't move, your lights won't work, your screen will break, your circle pad will fall off. I've had that one happen. But as long as we can be here, I'm going to continue being here. And I know that a lot of other people are too. And if you're interested in hacking your 3DS, I know how the meme goes, but it is very easy to hack your 3DS. As long as you know, make backups and everything. I made that mistake. Don't be like me. Make backups. 'Cause boy, that is not fun when you fuck up and you don't have a saved backup. I learned that the hard way. I don't want you guys to learn that the hard way. 'Cause man, that really made me upset. I didn't touch it for months after that. But, yeah, you know, if you want to keep using Colors 3D, you know, any other game, Pokemon, Mario Kart 7, hell, even Swap Note, maybe, I don't know. But, I think it's a good time investment. And maybe a money investment if you need, like, a system or something. But, you know, I think that it's worth it. I personally do. I think it's very much worth it. To keep, you know, to keep it alive. You know? I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we've made it to this point where we've lived through the whole system's life cycle. And now we're at the end. But it's not really the end. It's a chance for a new beginning. And if you're gonna take that chance, there you go. And if you're not, that's okay too. I think that's the end of my rant. But, I hope you enjoyed if you stuck around for the whole 15-16 minutes. You guys have a good day. And enjoy your last day on the 3DS, if it is. And if it's not, keep enjoying many, many more, as I will as well. And also, if it's near you, enjoy the eclipse today, because I know I will be. You guys all have a good day.